Hi there, and welcome to another video lesson from www.davidchidsey.com. That's me, David Chidsey. I'm here to present to you a beginner guitar lesson this is pretty much for most beginners, although it can also be useful for intermediate players if you just want a little bit of a better basic understanding of the fretboard on the guitar. Okay, and what this is going to involve is the CAGED theory of understanding chord structure on the fretboard of the guitar. Okay, CAGED, coming from the word caged, spelled C-A-G-E-D. There's basically 5 open position chords that you will find on the guitar: C, A, G, E, and D. Most people will know these within the first 1 or 2 lessons of taking guitar lessons. C is this position, if you see. A is this position. All notes are on the 2nd fret, the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th strings. G is this shape. E is this shape. And D is this shape. Okay, 4 strings on the D chord. Okay? Now, the idea behind this CAGED theory is that you can find all of the different positions of these 5 chords up and down the fretboard by following the sequence of the letters of the word CAGED. Okay, it's pretty cool. What you do is if you start with your C chord, and this is a C major chord. We'll get more into the theory behind that later. Start with the C chord in the open position. The reason why we call it the open position is because we play some open strings. The 2nd and 3rd strings are played open in this case. And then if we go to the next position, the way we do that is by taking our first finger and barring at the 3rd fret. That's the next position on the guitar. Okay? And what we do is then play the A shape, because the next letter in the word CAGED is A. By barring at the 3rd fret and playing the A shape, we have our next C chord, the next C major chord on the guitar. You can hear how similar they sound. It's the exact same notes, both chords, but they're just rearranged a little bit and played in a little bit of a different order. Okay. The next position on the guitar is the 5th fret. And the chord you're going to play is the G shape, C-A-G. Okay. Next position is the 8th fret, and the chord you're going to play is the E shape, C-A-G-E. We're spelling out the word CAGED, remember. And the last position for the C major chord is all the way up at the 10th fret, and you only need to bar 4 strings and play the D shape. Okay, that's the highest C chord, at least on the classical guitar. You could actually keep going and bar at the 12th fret and play a C shape. It's pretty tough to do on a classical guitar because there's no cutaway and it's tough to get up to that position, but it is possible to play up there with the C shape as well, especially on electric guitars and steel string guitars. Okay, so the 5 different positions for the C major chord up and down the fretboard: C, A, G, E, and D. Okay, and hear how they all sound pretty similar, but you can tell obviously there's a general progression of the notes going higher as you go up the fretboard. That actually works for every single chord on the guitar. For instance, if I'm playing an A chord, now I'm playing A major instead of C major. Okay. Next position is 2nd fret, and the next letter in CAGED is G. Next position is 5th fret. The next letter is E. Next position is 7th fret, D. And next position is 9th fret and C chord, C shape. Still playing an A major chord. That's the important part to remember. We're playing all the notes of A major, A, C sharp, and E, but we're just playing them in different positions, you see? Same thing works for G. G chord, G major, G, B, and D are the 3 notes. Next position is 3rd fret, and the E shape. Think of the word caged. Next position is 5th fret, D shape. Next position, 7th fret, C shape. And the last position is the 10th fret with the A shape. Okay, and that's your high G major chord. You can really get more complex with these positions by getting into minor chords and extended chords, 7th chords, 9th chords, suspended chords, stuff like that. The idea to remember is that it actually works. The positions on the guitar actually work all the way up the fretboard for all different types of chords, even minors. You just want to remember that when you get into certain kind of chords, some of the shapes start not working in the same way, that you can't strum all the different strings of the chord. Because, for instance, in minor, we can't really play an open C minor chord with all 5 strings, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th, because we have the open E on top, and there's pretty much no way to play that E minor chord in an open shape other than just playing the 4 inner strings, which it is possible to do, but just keep that in mind that you kind of have to make a little bit of adjustments as you go. But the same idea will follow then throughout. Next C minor shape would be A minor. Next C minor shape then would be the G minor shape, but again, that one's a tough one to do, so that one, you know, we kind of have to hybrid and play just the bottom 4 notes, that kind of thing. Okay. If you have any questions about this, just go ahead and email me. Put caged guitar method lesson in the email subject and email me at lessons@davidchidsey.com, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And thanks for watching, and there will be more to come.